Remember, my shirts are for sale. This shirt right here is for sale. So don't forget, link will be in the description below for my PayPal and Cash App. 20 bucks. Man, my tripod is not sitting right. Hey, $20 per shirt for this one right here. You know what I'm saying, what it is, and that's raw though. You know what I'm saying. All right, before we get into this video though, I hope you guys don't mind a quick little story time. That's right. And yeah, I don't know if I can't remember if I did a video after I did this or not, but I know a lot of you hate it, a lot of you like it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get rid of the face hair. I just can't do it. All right, quick story time. This rock right here, I'm gonna tell you about this rock right here. So I'm weird. I'm sentimental in ways, but even though this wasn't even my kid that gave me this, so I was driving my truck, you know, doing my route, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, Wellston, Oklahoma, and I've only been out there a couple times, and the roads were just washed out. We've had a lot of rain, so all the dirt roads and gravel roads and stuff that's out there, literally the edges were just falling apart. If you got too close, you go right on in. Well, I got done with my delivery, or actually pickup, and I'm heading down the street, and I turn the corner, and there's a woman who's stuck. She went off a little too close to the edge, and literally her back wheel, her whole back end was off into the ditch, and literally bottomed out where the frame was sitting on the road, and her wheels were down in the ditch, not even touching. Well, one wheel was not touching the ground, the other one was still up on the road. It was the mess. She couldn't get out. She was stuck. She had 2 kids with her. Hot. It was hot as hell outside. And she had to turn her car off because even when it was in park or neutral, the front wheel just kept rolling. You know, it kept trying to go. I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, so I stopped to help. You know, I could have easily backed up, turned around, and went the other way. You know what I mean? But I just couldn't do that. I know what it's like to be stuck and to not get no help. You know what I mean? So I stop and I help. I helped as much as I possibly could. Man, there's not much that I could have done. This fly is in here still, driving me crazy. Anyways, so the person who I just got done picking up from was a shop. They had tractors and big trucks and all kinds of stuff. Man, you know, I'm gonna name it. Keeps being up in here. Anyways, so I tell her, like, hey, you know, I thought about getting around her and hooking up some straps to the back of my trailer, and then hooking it up to her van, and then pulling her out, but I couldn't get beside her or even around her because, again, the ditch to the side, the road was all washed out. I would have got stuck in my 18-wheeler, and it would have made this situation way worse than what it already was. So I didn't have anything to help with at the time. So what I did was I called my customer who I just came from. He was cool, you know what I mean, a good old boy. That's the one thing. When you were out there in the country, here in Oklahoma, and you get into some trouble, there will be 100 people just flock to you to help you. And that is what I love about my state, and that's what I love about the country areas. Even though I was raised in the city, I'm a straight city boy all the way through and through. But out there in the country areas, it is straight. Everybody will help you no matter what. They will get you out. You get stuck, they're going to pull you out. I've had some good old boys pull me out in my 18-wheeler with a 4x4 truck, a tractor, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, I call. He comes to help out, you know what I mean? And I stay there the whole time. You know, now that I got help and he was coming to come pull her out, I could have left. But, you know, I was like, no, I'm not going to leave, you know, her here by herself with her kids. Her husband was coming. I guess he came too, so that was cool. So we got to hang out, chill, and wait. It didn't take very long, you know. The guy came back with a truck, a tow strap. Well, during that time, her daughter, she was probably about 2.5, 3 years old. Little cute little girl, you know. She's talking with me, just hanging out with me, you know what I mean, handing me rocks. And so I'm like, cool, you know, I'm sure I'm talking with her, and cause again, I got kids, so it's the same, you know. So and my kids used to do the same stuff. They'd hand me rocks and or leaves or whatever, and I'll keep them. And so, anyways, she handed me one rock, and it wasn't very big. And she found this one. And she's like, "Ooh, this one's way heavier." And so I traded her. I gave her the one rock she already gave me. Then I had this one, and I just held on to it. And then by the time it was all said and done, I was still holding on to it, and I was like, I'll just keep it. You know what I mean? A little memento from that little girl, I don't even know her name, of me helping and getting them unstuck. They were so happy. They tried to pay me, you know what I mean, for helping. I was like, no. I mean, even though, don't get me wrong, I mean, I paid bills and stuff last week, so I'm a little bit on the short end, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, the money would have been great, but I'm not going to take the money. You know what I mean? It's like, no. I didn't do anything. You know, I just made a phone call and just hung out, you know, to keep you company and make sure nothing happens. You know what I mean? You got little kids right here, you know what I mean? So that's my story. I'm sorry to make this intro long, but that's my story. So I got this rock from a little girl, I don't even know her name, and she gave me the rock, so I have the rock. And again, I'm weird, sentimental in ways. I got rocks and leaves and stuff like that from all my kids. They gave me stuff, and I still have it all. Again, you know, see that right there. You know, my daughter did that. You know, I got stuff. I have a leaf in my wallet that I carry around from my daughter. I got stuff from my boys that they gave me. Actually, well, it's broke now. I did transfer it over though. A jar of bones, you know what I'm saying, from my son up in here. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff that they give me throughout the years, and I just keep it, you know. So this adds on to the list of things I'm keeping that's oddball and weird. All right, so anyways, Anime Waifu, thank you very much for your requests. You're always requesting, you're always hooking up. And man, I seen your channel, man. 611 subscribers, man. You are growing. What are you doing? What are you doing to get 611 subscribers? Good job. You know what I mean? I mean, you're putting out videos. I like that. Even though it's re-uploads and all that, hey, it's working. Keep it going. Now, you hit me up on this one right here. Excuse me. This is Instaglitches. Unreleased stuff. I have no clue what this is. I'm guessing you put this together, right? I mean, because that's what you've been doing. You've been editing and putting videos together and stuff, right? So we're going to check this out, Anime Waifu. And Glitches, if you tune in and you see this right here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I tried to hit you up today. What happened? All right, let's get it.
Expressing myself is not quite that easy, so expect this verse to be kinda creepy. I know last night you were very freaky. Laid you in my crib, we can call you Genie. Clearly there's no changing what we could be. Lost in the moment, shoot the coulds to should-bes. Will Elizabeth and Will Turner of the Caribbean. Yes, you're grieving that I'm leaving from this region of love that passes just like the seasons. I was born a hunter. I like it when they scream right before the slaughter.
Hold on. I'm gonna try not to pause too much. I already had a long intro telling my story, but I'm like, so is this freestyle stuff? Is this all freestyle stuff? You just messing around, playing around, having a good time? Speaking of freestyle, I just did a freestyle rap myself on TikTok. Just this dude put out a beat, and after 100 attempts, I mean, seriously, I did it over and over and over again. I'm going to do it again, but what I uploaded was just trash. I mean, it was straight just me messing around, goofing off, because I just had enough. I tried, and I was running out of time. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with this one and just upload it anyways and see what happens. I do want to go back to it and do better because I just wasn't ready. I mean, freestyling is really hard. It is, because you got to plan ahead. You got to think ahead. You got to be 2 sentences ahead. You got to, and then after those 2 sentences, you better be 3 more ahead of that. Planning and planning. It does help when you freestyle practice a lot, which I have been doing. I've been practicing freestyle, but I did take about 2 weeks off. So I feel like I'm sluggish again. So I need to get back to practicing because I got some lines I say. I got things to help me get going, things like that. But it's funny, when I start recording, I lose it. Like, I just can't get my rhythm. I can't get I'm not on point. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm not recording. It's like, I wish somebody was recording me without me knowing I was being recorded, because then it would sound great. I'm just saying, for real. All right, let's get it.
I was born a hunter. I like it when they scream right before the slaughter. I'm Breaking Bad, you can call me Walter. Tearing me down really makes me stronger. The shit you pulled, I should call my lawyer.
You see, he looks younger. Yeah, he's way younger.
How drunk can I really get ya? Time to pull straws in my backyard, becoming so primitive that we go full retard. Ha! That boy wasted under the night, right? Stumble into a bar ready to start fights. Gonna try and kick ass like a motherfucking Dark Knight. Yeah!
I guess some of just them jamming out their own music after doing a take or something.
Click clack with the pill cap. Step back, I got the hatchet in my jacket. Too bad I'm not straight strapped in. Got the egg, so where's my basket? I'm gonna give them what they want. Gang, gang, repetitive hooks and shit. Let's do this. Bad boy, I'm a bad boy. Listen here, bitch, we some bad boys. We getting rowdy, bitch, so let's make some noise. She said I'm the baddest when I bring them toys. She said, bad boy, you're a bad boy. Yeah, bitch, go and say it again. Bad boy, you're a bad boy. PGR party on the back door. I know what they've been thinking. I know what they've been talking. I know what they be wanting. These bars that they plan on robbing. Bad boys, rolling it up inside a Rolls Royce. Bad boys, bad boys.
You tell he's younger.
Yeah.
There's he right there. That's about how he looks now.
Now do they really want to get to know me? Drunk on Marlowe and his ass on Sony's. Everybody wants fame and some rollies. I just want to get high and roll with some homies. Not have the backstab and do one on me. Trapped in my mental labyrinth just like Toby. This OG Dobie jumping Joey hijack a pole. We got a in my pocket and she's jerking on
so he's younger right there.
Golly, golly, she's gonna make my eyes bust out the socket. Don't stop it.
Woo! The same beat, I like that. Nosferatu? Man, dude, I can say this, man. I respect these gentlemen right here big time, man. I respect anybody on the grind. And I got another shout out to give out too. Shout out to, I hope I say your name right, Divinity. Now, I don't know if you're going to watch this video or not, Divinity, but I know people who are watching this right now. Huge shout out to Divinity. He left a comment, but he deleted the comment. But I can see the comment still on my notifications. But it's only when I click on it, it shows it's be gone. When I go to my YouTube and go to my notifications, it'll still show it there too. So what I did was I just went to his channel and checked him out. You know what I mean? Because he said he raps and produces and stuff himself too. He actually left that comment on my video, my rap song, which is horrible, by the way. I listened to it again today. It's been a while. And it sucks, but it's not, again, it's not the worst. But after hearing it again, it's like, man, I could have done this, could have done that. I was nervous, and it was my first time. So, I mean, it took me literally, I recorded that 1,000 times, and it just took me forever. And that was the best take I've gotten. Now, if I would have went another week and practicing it more, I probably got down a little bit better. But again, I didn't have my voice, I didn't have my rhythm yet, and I'm working on that, and so on. But anyways, huge shout out to Divinity. If y'all want to check him out, it's all caps, Diviniti. Yeah, like that. I think that's how it's spelled. He only got like 18 subscribers. I'm number 19. He's good. He is good too, and he's getting out there. He's starting. You know what I mean? And I respect the grind because obviously, same here. I started with nothing. I started on YouTube with 0, and here I am now. Hey, Aha, I hit him. Let's get it.
Gonna grab a fucking soda, getting jittery from this killer Nuka-Cola. Everybody wanna learn about my persona. If you wanna taste, come sit on my sofa. Cheshire cat just chilling on my window. I'm more fresh and tighter than an Indo. Revolver watch where the wind blows. Ex-friend trying to get a shot, but I net blow. Really get silly, jumping a lily pad like Billy Ducks in the club. Wake up and do it all again. If they don't get me, I wish I lived in my mom's house for realsies. Keeper is Batman and I am the Robin. I am the Robin. Bar so cold, call me Mr. Freeze. Kidnapped his wife with these, busted in her ovaries. Turn up my
Yo. He said busted in the ovaries. Oh no, it's just funny to me. I don't know. You don't ever hear that. Okay, you don't hear that. No one says that. So that's straight rocking. Straight up. Oh my God. Let's get it. Hold on.
I am the Robin. Bar so cold, call me Mr. Freeze. Kidnapped his wife with these, busted in her ovaries. Turn up my cum kid, cured his.
He's going Mr. Mackey?
I'm doing drugs, okay? I'm doing drugs, okay? Straight back to my apartment, popping candies with these ladies and these green Martians, dumping all their panties when I get started with this acid that I'm packing. Now let's soak the garden. We popping Martians like they're candy in a spaceship, inhaling ganja.
He's having way too much fun.
We dropping bombs in a condo, dress techno with some endo. Hunter in his alter ego, like Spaceman Smith turned real evil. Now Smeagol got frisky with a beagle in a regal, sucking his pee-wee, is that illegal? My flow is medieval and kind of lethal.
My flow is medieval but kind of lethal. I like that.
Up in the back, Freddie Emmett Cougar got some cataracts. Matter of fact, and Ted Bundy got real funny how he wants me to undress myself. No wonder that he wants me. I still look like I'm 12. I'll expose you like that movie Psycho, playing all these melodies like a maestro, swaying these idols in your ass like a gyno. I'm coming at you like a rhino. What do I? Hey there, girl, it's nice to meet you. Do you want to go out and have some pizza? I know I have amnesia, so I'm gonna crawl up in your face and have to eat ya. Like a creature from the lagoon. We've been partying with the crew like a Scooby-Doo. We got an AK ready going shoot up the school. We gotta get some gas so we can drive to the pool. Girls on my dick because they know I'm the man. They call me Ponyo because I go ham.
All right, man. All right, final thoughts on all that. You know, it's nice to see another side. You know, to see that training, almost like a montage of like a Rocky Balboa movie. You know what I mean? Like from back then, because you could tell the age. I mean, he was way young in a lot of that. You could tell he's when he had the little mustache and the longer hair. That's how he is now. So he was working towards, and again, back and forth. You know what I mean? Because anime put it together like that, but. I'm guessing, right, Anime, you the one who put that all together. But man, he's got some bars, and he's getting better and better and better and better. I mean, that Soda Pop song that they did last, I mean, his sound is so clean, and you could tell they're getting better, and that's the main thing. When you do something for 10,000 hours, you're going to be proficient at it, no matter what it is. I have this block, not really so much a block, it's more of a mental downing myself. When I hear people, like even Glitches, how good he is, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I will never get to that point. I will never get to that point. But I've said that same thing about 1,000 different things, and I've done those things. And I end up getting really good at it. Let's say driving an 18-wheeler. You know, when I first started hustling trailers, it was kind of hard. And it took me 45 minutes to back in one trailer. I mean, it was tricky, it was difficult, and it was a pup trailer, so it was shorter, so it gets squirmy on you, and just, it took time. And I kept doing it every day. And I sucked at it, and I was good at it, and I sucked at it. It was one of those. And then I ended up getting really good at it. And that's when I decided to get my CDL. And when I was going through the school, the CDL school to get my, my license, man, it was easy. I flew through it. I failed the first time, the first actual test, because the guy who was testing everybody, the DOT officer who was testing us, his name was Randy Smith, and I called him Agent Smith because he literally failed everybody. He didn't care. He was by the book thumping motherfucker. Excuse me for cussing, but that's who he was. He was a book thumping motherfucker, and he failed everybody, even the best drivers in the school, in the class, which was me and a couple other people. We all failed, every single one of us, because he was so by the book that if you did one little thing wrong, it was done. You're done. That's it. It's over. Even though he probably never drove a truck in his life. So anyways, I went back, took the test again for my second time. I had three attempts before I started paying for it myself. You know what I mean? Because I already paid the school, so the school paid for it. But then if I failed 3 times, I'd pay for it myself. So anyways, I go back for my second attempt. Is this lady, I can't remember her name though at all. She was cool as hell, and I messed up big time. I didn't mess up. It's just I did things that we were told we shouldn't do or can't do. And so I did those things, like I ran 2 yellow lights. You're not supposed to do that, but I was committed. I went, I did it. I made a funky turn, real bad funky turn, because I was turning left into like a 3-lane, and I didn't know which lane to really be in, so I went really wide and went to the outside lane, or by the curb, you had the outside lane, whatever, you know what I mean? And I was also talking to her, which you're not supposed to do. I'm pointing at stuff. She was cool as hell. And what she said was, even though I made those mistakes, out there in the real world, when you're driving a truck, you're gonna run yellow lights, and you're gonna make some funky turns, you're gonna hit some curves, you're gonna mess up, whatever. She's like, but even though I did those things during the test, it didn't stop me. I didn't falter. I didn't get stressed out. I just kept rolling with it. And she said that's what she's looking for, is the fact that I did not let those few mistakes drag me down and mess me up. And so, but even then, I got my CDL, and I actually got a driving job, which is where I work now, which I was actually already working where I work now. I just became a driver instead of a dockhand, forklift operator, which honestly I enjoy driving a forklift a lot more, to be honest, but the money ain't the same. So anyways, about the first 6 months, I wanted to quit. I couldn't keep up with everybody. I was struggling, and I was getting threats all the time, getting fired, and I was hitting stuff and things like that, and I just thought I wasn't ever going to get good at it. And now I'm like a professional. I've been doing it for 5 years now. I could back a trailer anywhere, anytime, anywhere you want it. I could put it there, unless I just can't. Like, as in, there's limitations to how wide the road is or certain things. You know what I mean? I've literally backed my trailer into people's backyards and stuff. I'm just saying, I've gotten so good at what I do. So, long story short, it was already a long story. Rapping, rocking, country singing, anything you do for 10,000 hours, you will get great at it. And that's how it goes. So, all right, you guys, I told 2 long stories, and we did a reaction. I am sorry I drug this on as long as I have, but thank you all for joining me. And like I said, these shirts right here are for sale. You know what I'm saying? 20 bucks per shirt. I'll put my Cash App and my PayPal down below, because I'm going to personally go to the place that is going to be making my shirts and actually purchase them myself, you know what I mean, in person, versus online ordering it, blah blah blah. So if you do want to purchase said shirt for 20 bucks, it will help support this channel. You know what I'm saying? I will go down myself and personally pay for them, and personally pick them up, and personally send them out to you. So make sure you leave your address in the description of the Cash App and or PayPal. You know what I'm saying? So I can send it to you, and you get shirts Alright, guys, man, I appreciate y'all for watching, though, for real. Thank you all for joining me. Man, long reaction. Sorry. Let's get it.